How's it going? James, onlinecarshow.net. In this video, we're going to be talking about the new mid-engine Corvette coming out next week and some of the photos and leaks that have come out in regards to it. So without hesitation, let's go ahead and get this video started. New Camaro mod that came in, but in this video we're not here to talk about Camaro, so we're going to save this for a video coming up here next week or later this week. Be sure to stay tuned for it. Speaking of which, go ahead and hit that like button below and subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate it. It helps support my channel and helps my videos to grow. So let's go ahead and get on to, I guess, the video at hand, and that's going to be talking about the new Corvette coming out here next week. I'm super excited. Chevrolet has teased the mid-engine Corvette or Corvette switching from a front V8 engine to a rear-mounted motor, or mid-engine motor, I should say, not rear, but since the 90s. They've teased that almost every model of Corvette coming out. Is this one going to be mid-engine? They even had a mid-engine test car. Most people don't know. It kind of looked like a C4 or a Gen 4 Camaro, but it was called an Indy Corvette. It was a mid-engine Corvette they came out with, and I'll show the prototype of it. So this teasing with mid-engine and Corvette being American Supercar and needing to go to a mid-engine has been teased for decades from Chevrolet. And we're finally seeing it, grow to finally happening. It's where Corvette has needed to go for a long time to compete as if they want to continue being known as a supercar, since I guess a C4, since, Generation 4 Corvette, it's pretty much been an American supercar. And for them to compete in the same realm with, Lamborghini, McLaren, all these other exotic supercars out there, it's got to move to a mid-engine just for weight ratio and turning and so many other things. So it's good that we're finally seeing this happen, in my opinion, and I'm super pumped about it. America's finally going to have a supercar again, something that's going to compete. Yeah, I'm not going to say it's going to beat a McLaren on a track or a Lamborghini. But I think having a mid-engine and some of the engine specs that they're promising, it's definitely got a bright future as a supercar. So let's move on, I guess, to some of the photos. And what I'm going to do is show y'all some of the photos and leaks that have happened. Now, whether or not these are 100%, who knows? I've tried to take these leaks from, companies and so forth, bigger names out there. So hopefully these are accurate and actual pictures, etc. of the car. Just don't take it that this is 100% when you're seeing this video. Well, before we get into that, let's go ahead and get into, I guess, the videos we've been seeing for months from Chevrolet. Two things, we saw two different cars. A lot of people don't realize. We saw this low wing car in most of the videos. I'm guessing that's going to be the Stingray or a non-track model, more of a base model body style with a lower wing in the back. The back end looks, of course, a lot more elongated. I'm guessing that's for the mid-engine, of course. But I think it's got a really cool look. I really like the side vents on it. I can't wait to see what those are going to look like, you know, without the camo wrap on it, or prototype wrap, whatever you want to call it. I think the side vents are really going to set off the car, and the front end looks pretty good too, in my opinion. A lot of people think it looks kind of Lamborghini-ish, and yet it does. And what's wrong with that? Or Ferrari-ish? You know, what's wrong with that? A car that's going to be, you know, half to, you know, a fourth of the cost. I don't see anything wrong with that. Ferrari makes a good-looking car, and so does Lamborghini. The next thing I guess we'll get to would be the leaked photo that came out last week of the rear end of the car. We can't really see much from the photo. It was cropped to where all we see is the rear end. It looks like it's in a shop or maybe an assembly line. I don't know. You can see a little stripe on the ground. So I think, you know, this looks pretty legit to me. It looks like it was maybe, you know, shot, you know, at the assembly line or at the Corvette plant in Bowling Green. Plant employee snuck a cell phone shot. The resolution of the shot is super low quality, and it definitely doesn't have the dimensions of a normal, you know, photo taken from a phone. So it's definitely been cropped to, you know, take people out of the picture or whatever. But the photo itself, what do we see here? The first thing I thought of, and I'm not going to lie, is Camaro. When I saw this, I saw a Corvette and a Camaro mixed together. And the reason I'm saying that is because the license plate frame, the exhaust has moved to the ends like the Camaro, and the way the side fender of the new 2019 refresh has that bump out, you can still kind of see a little bump out on this picture. So I think it's got some of the design cues, at least on the back end, from the Camaro. Now the rest of the car being mid-engine and all that, it's a lot slicker, looking like a Corvette. So I don't think the rest of the car is going to have that Camaro feel to it. Maybe it will, but that's just my opinion. Take it as a grain of salt. Now we're going to get on, I guess, to some of the opinions that I saw other people make in regards to the back end picture. And I'm just going to take them randomly. So if I miss somebody's comment or you don't like the comment, I mean, that's just what was left on Instagram, so don't hate me for it. First one I'm seeing here, it's not a good comment. It's ugly, period. They better pull a rabbit out of their ass with the side in front. If not, oh well, I'll just pick up a C5 and wait for the C9. Here's somebody else. Looks good except the exhaust. Another one, I'd buy it. Camaro LS3. I love how it kind of looks like a Camaro. Yes, me too. Is that the new Camaro? I honestly think it looks a lot better than I was expecting with that wax spoiler. I don't see what everyone else is talking about when they say they see Camaro. I really see no Camaro in it. As long as those vents aren't fake, then I think it looks good. I'm just scared about the shape of the front end. And this guy says, I put up a side-by-side picture of a Camaro and a C7 and a C8. The picture does speak for itself. The C8 does not look like Camaro taillights. Let's see, I'm so excited for this. The vet needed this to move forward in performance, hoping it will be as amazing so I can scoop up a super clean manual Z51 Stingray that got traded in. Okay, we got G-Bomb, my buddy up in Canada. Everyone jumping on the hate wagon. Personally, I think it looks great. What does everyone expect a mid-engine GM Vet to look like? It's a mix of the GM current styles all in one. Once it's out, everyone will love it. Totally agree there. I think once in fact, it's been seen driving around some streets and stuff. So I think once we see it out on the road, our opinions will change. My buddy Roger says, I think it looks good. Johnny Texas says, can't wait for the reveal. Another one, so far I'm not liking it, but I would like to see it in person. So there's a couple comments of the rear end. These aren't for me, these are general public. I think a lot of people are feeling the same way I am. You know, it seems like we've got more for it than against it. I think GM did a good job on this. You know, you're not going to please everybody. Not everybody's going to like everything. So everybody's got their own flavor, and that's great. I guess we'll move on to the next thing. And this is the really exciting part. There was a motor leak or numbers or model names, etc. And I haven't got into all the specifics on this, and who knows how much of it's actually legit. But we have the engine codes LT2 and an LT7.
Shake and bake.
The LT2 is supposed to be kind of a continuation of the LT1, just kind of like they did with the LS1 to LS3, etc. You know, in the older generations. And the fact that they've upped the horsepower, I think it's going to go up to about a 500 mark on the horsepower, so that's really cool. That's probably going to be the Stingray and the base model Corvette engine on the new platform. And the exciting spot, and this totally caught me off guard, because I don't know if any of y'all remember, but originally the rumors are that the track model is going to have the V6 with a twin turbo. And everybody's like, okay, that's great, it's still turbo, but we're losing 2 cylinders. Well, GM, I guess this came from GMauthority.com, released that there's going to be an LT7, and this motor is going to be a V8 with twin turbos. That is awesome. So we're getting, the new Corvette's going to come with a mid-engine platform, and with the Z06 option package, you're probably still going to get a wide body. I'm guessing that's where the bigger fin is that we saw in some of the track photos, the bigger wing on the back, which I really like. So that must be the Z06 or track model of the Z07 or whatever. Just the promise of that V8 with twin turbos and a mid-engine platform. That's awesome. Hands off GM there, you know. You did it right. The only thing they could have done better was offering a 427, but I guess we can't get, who knows. That's the one thing I wish GM would add somewhere along the line as another naturally aspirated 427 like the LS7, but we'll see in time. Who knows what's to come of the C8 Corvette. And the last thing that was leaked here, and I'm kind of iffy about it, is the steering wheel. Steering wheel, it's a lot more open shape. They've taken out the third spoke, third or fourth spoke that a lot of the GM steering wheels have. And it's just 2-spoke steering wheel at each side. It's more squared, which is awesome for racing. You've got more feel of where you are on the steering wheel in ratio to the turn, etc. But the shape of it's kind of funky to me. If you're buying a Corvette for its interior, you know, you're better off looking for a BMW or Mercedes or something, in my opinion. You know, my favorite Corvettes out there were the C6s, and their interiors were ugly as sin. The steering wheel, I think it's got good functionality. It's also got a little kind of track wheel thing there, which is kind of cool. We'll see, I guess, in time. It's got, you know, it's got purpose, so I guess that's more important than looks anyway, is the way I see it. So that's what we know so far. It's been spotted, the new Corvette, in the prototype wrap in New York City. It's also, I've heard rumors of this, I don't know if it's been confirmed, I never saw a picture or a video, but it's supposed to have been driving around in downtown Dallas, or another prototype. So with the, you know, 7/18/19 on the side, the release date. So GM's really starting to, you know, level up the marketing and stuff and tease us with a little more here and there. Who knows, these leaked photos may be from them, just trying to get the hype out there. So we're getting kind of little puzzle pieces, and that's just kind of the way car reveals are nowadays. It's gone from, you know, seeing this test car and so forth to, you know, photo leaks on social media and seeing, you know, people chase it in traffic, or, you know, that's just kind of the way it is. It's like, you know, slowly looking up the skirt of a pretty woman. We're slowly getting a little bit here and there until the release date when we get it all, right? But I'm super pumped about it. I think it's going to be a great car. I think Corvette is going to reinvent the American Supercar again. That's my ending note to this video, and I think it's truly going to happen. Please hit that like and subscribe if you enjoyed my video. As I mentioned, I'm going to have a Camaro mod coming out this week for Elvira, my 2018 Camaro. Got another Camaro swag mod for the interior. That's really exciting. Plus I got some mods I'm planning to order here any day. So thank y'all so much for watching my video. A lot of exciting stuff coming in the future. Hope everyone has a great week. Thank you.